What's up everyone, Electronic Search here, back another dish testing video. I don't know what part this is, and I have no idea what part will be labeled under this video because I have so much videos to go through. And I'm pretty sure I have one video after the last one that's already been published. So I was supposed to be reviewing another hopper, but instead we're going to be reviewing yet another hopper on top of another hopper, and I don't know, probably like two more other hoppers or something like that. Wait, hold on, no, I'm confused. Four hoppers, and then, yeah, four hoppers. So, but instead of reviewing all that stuff, I'm just gonna show it. I don't care. I'll review it some other time in some other episode. So, yeah, it's gonna go kind of like wonky here, so like, I'm gonna push this video in front of all the other reviewing stuff because I have tons of stuff to edit and I just don't have time to wait because I want to get it over with and I want to see if it will actually work, which is what we're going to be doing in this video. Now, what are we going to be doing? Well, if you haven't read the title, yes, I got a Hopper 3, as you can see. And yes, I will be trying to plug it into a Dish Pro SAT in this video, which is what my system is. So, I know the Hopper 3, or a lot of people have said that the Hopper 3 only works with Dish Pro hybrid equipment. So the LMB must be hybrid, the switch, if you're using one, must be hybrid. Well, actually, no, I don't think the LMBIs matter as long as you're using a hybrid switch like the DPH42, I think. I don't know if that's correct or not. I'm pretty sure it's the DPH42 switch. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's that. And then obviously hybrid solo hubs, which I have one of those that only output to two clients, aka Joey's. And then what's called? And then coax must be all properly rated. I'm pretty sure the coax is the same as the regular hoppers. So yeah, it's not that big of a deal. And that should be it. So, yes, I got a Hopper 3. There it is. And here's yet another hopper. Hopper 1, actually. And then here's a 54.1. Here's yet another Hopper 2. Here's yet another Hopper 2. And then there's a Hopper 2000. And then there's a Hopper 3. The Hopper Duo is now in the office, as well as his Joey. Well, its actual Joey is who knows where. Some random person got it because the seller mixed them up and shipped out the wrong Joeys. So I have theirs and they have mine. So yeah. And then there's another Joey in my room which is connected to that thing. Now this thing has no card, as you can see. I don't know how it's recording. It's recording random stuff through the Joey. This thing does have a card, but has no hard drive. This thing also doesn't have a card, but the card's actually built in. That card, that smart card slot is only for smart card upgrades. So like if Dish sends you out a version 6 card or a G6 card or whatever, like the green one that the Duo uses, you just slot that into there and then it'll reprogram it, and then you could just take that out and it'll be using the new smart card. I'm pretty sure they do that when you get a new account or something like that. Unless if it's a remanufactured receiver or something, which all of these are remanufactured. And then this is a Hopper 1 that has no card and no hard drive and is entirely for parts only. And then this thing does have a card, as you can see, but no hard drive as well. As you can see, it's a Hopper 2000. Now the label on it's been remanufactured, obviously, so it says Hopper 1 now, but it's actually a Hopper 2000. And yeah, so what are we gonna be doing? So again, hold on, let me go outside real quick and show you my setup, and then I also have a couple of info to share, because there was actually a massive storm not that long ago where it knocked over a tree and it fell on a car and completely knocked off its bumper and probably broke the hood. As well as a couple blocks down, well actually no, a few miles away, a whole tree fell on a house. So yeah, really crazy storms. They got crazy footage from the insane wind speeds. It was just tossing power lines like crazy. Somehow my dish did not fall. I don't know how. It never fell. The winds were at least over 50, 60 miles an hour. Way faster than that. So, yeah, I'm gonna go outside, show you that real quick. And I'm pretty sure the city still has not removed the tree from the middle of the road. Like, it's a large tree, like it fell over the entire road. So, I'll go outside and show you that if it's still there. But I'm pretty sure the city did not remove it yet, so yeah. Yep, the tree is still there. They still have not cleaned it up. Alright, now it's gonna be pretty windy out here, so I'm not gonna spend that much time, but here's my satellite. It's still up, no issues, no signal loss, no problems with it at all, even after that storm. Well, all the leaves got washed away now, but it is kind of looser, but it never dropped signal, and it basically survived the entire storm like a champ somehow. But yeah, so what's my equipment if you haven't watched this series? So Dish Pro LNB. This LNB picks up 119 and 118.7. Rest in peace, 118.7. And then that LNB is also a Dish Pro. It's a Dish Pro single that picks up 110. And then optional LNB would be right here, which is for 129. Rest in peace, 129. And yeah, but I don't have the 129 LNB. And then the switch I'm working with is a DP34, which is underneath this bucket because it's not waterproof. So if you know in the series for some time, you know that the switch is always underneath that bucket. That hand sanitizer fell over from that storm, but nothing else got damaged. Everything else is fine. I don't even know how this thing did not fall over. There's also a massive hailstorm too. LMBs are kind of dirty. It's not a scratch or anything, it's just dirt. Also, the thing that used to be in here flew away. I don't know where that is. But yeah, that's basically everything else over here. Let me go show you that knocked over tree that's still in the road. So this is where it's split. Look at this. There's still cars underneath this stuff. Look at this, bro. The entire block. Tons of branches and stuff. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end up sharing that footage for the actual video when I go out to review talk about that storm, because obviously this dumb dish survived it. So yeah, also another thing, the rust spot is getting kind of bigger. See, it was originally in this area, but now it's spreading all the way down here, like all in this area. It's all rusted now. And then over here, that's all similar. But yeah, the spray paint still has not come off the back. And yeah, so let's go in and finally get started with the video after all this nonsense talking. Alright, I am back. So I do need that coax port, so this hopper needs to get shut off, and it's still recording for some reason. So I need to get the remote pack paired to it, because I have both remotes paired to the thing. Here's one of my remote antennas. I need to plug this in because I unplugged it, because I'm using its remote to control the Hopper 3 for now. And then I also have to swap HDMI. Good old Samsung startup sound. Okay, this is the Hopper 2. Okay, that just turned the Hopper 3 on. Okay, yeah, my 20.1 is down here, so I just used that instead. Alright, resuming session. Hold on, I just gotta turn it off real quick. Make it stop recording. Come on. Home. Give it some time to load. Alright, it's recording SpongeBob SquarePants apparently. I don't know why it's doing it right now, but there's no card, there's no service. I don't know how it's recording. Alright, stop recording, stop. Alright, there goes the light. Go back to the menu. Why did this thing get so slow? Also, it is getting DP feed on 119 on all three tuners, because if you have not seen the last video, Oh, it's plugged in down there. If you've not seen the last video, what's it called, on this episode or series, I got a solo node, finally, specifically for this thing. So, yeah. Now let me swap over all these cables and stuff. So I need to swap back HDMI. Alright, now for the coax. I want to use that coax, but I'm pretty sure I'll just pull it out because the Duo is never going to be in this room ever again. Here's the other end of it. Also, its HDMI is still here. I'll just plug that into the TiVo so that way it doesn't get lost. Alright, now I just got to pull out its coax cord. That's from the Hopper Duo that used to be in there. I pulled that stuff out a long time ago. Just pull out this coax from this giant mess of wires and cables and stuff. Alright, now I have to unplug this. Oh, also, what receivers are currently online? Well, it's only... I don't even have to unplug the other end. That stuff doesn't matter. The receivers that are currently online is nothing but the Hopper 3, but it's not plugged into the satellite just yet. Yeah, everything else is unplugged. The Duo, and then the 2 was just on, but I just turned it off. I mean, unplugged it. Hold on, struggling to get this stupid wire in this coax. Oh, also, before I actually secure it completely to the Hopper, I need to go down to the basement and update some equipment. So, yeah. So let me do that. This is not Eureka series, even though it's the same place. I really need to change the Eureka series intro. Need to turn the light on. Over here. Oh, almost walked into that. That would have been really painful. Yeah, that's my DirecTV satellite stand. And then the dish is underneath the World Direct. So here's my current equipment setup. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the Hopper 3 straight into the satellite. So no solo nodes, no hybrid switches, which is right there. So let's see. Bedroom, and this should be living. Oh, yeah, because 2 host. So that's right here. So I need to unplug this from this solo node. And then there's no ports available on the switch. I mean on the... Oh, that's for that TV. I don't even need that plugged in. That TV's still been plugged in from what's called... From that stupid VIP 722 TV2 nonsense. I never unplugged it for some reason. Well, now it's getting unplugged because I need to use that port. Also, I lost the cap from the splitter thing somewhere in the basement. It fell into that printer right there, so I'm gonna have to look for that at some point. But yeah. Go ahead and plug this into here now. Alright, there we go. The Hopper 3 is now plugged in directly to the satellite. Time to plug it into the actual receiver now. Also, the Hopper 3 was originally used with a 1000.2 hybrid satellite dish. So, obviously, because that's what dish installs nowadays, and that's supposedly what the Hopper 3 only supports. I know the Hopper 3, the only Dish Pro Plus thing the Hopper 3 supports is like this Dish Traveler thing, but I think you need a switch for it either way. It's like the Winegard Traveler or whatever. So let me power that TV on. Wait for that good old Samsung startup sound. And then of course it's trying to acquire signal. So I'm going to go into the diagnostics menu. Go down to dish. Now as you can see, we got 72 and 61.5, so that's any regular hybrid twin Eastern arc that is not 2. And that's originally what was on all the tuners, as you could see. Yes, this thing has 16 tuners. So we'll go over the details, and this is everything in the details tab. So yeah, I'm not gonna quit that stuff just yet. We're just gonna go to tuner 1 and plug the thing straight into satellite. So yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I have to screw it in too, so let me put the camera down. Also, let me move the receiver up. The reason why it's on top of this other hopper too is because the stupid soundbar is in the way, so I can't easily plug stuff into it. Still no signal, because my switch is not correct. Or I mean the switch test. Also, the satellite isn't even selected. I just realized. This thing was meant to pick up Eastern arc dishes at first, not Western arc. So yeah, I have to clear the old switch info. Where's that remote? Oh, it's over here. I'm getting confused. Alright, so yeah, see, it's not letting me do that. Okay, so we'll just do a switch test and wipe off all the old owner info and put all my new info on there. Don't know how long this is gonna take. Now, if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. I wouldn't be surprised, because a bunch of people have said that the Hopper 3 does not support Dish Pro, Dish Pro Plus, and then of course Legacy. But we'll see. Maybe it will support a DP feed, so like it only gets like 1 or 2 tuners on 119. That'd be fine for me. I don't really care. As long as I get 119, that'd be okay. Still doing the switch installation check. Don't know how long this is gonna take. Still has not moved. This always takes forever, so yeah. Alright, of course I turn off, as soon as I turn off the camera, of course it already sets it. So we're gonna save that, and yeah, we got none. So yeah, okay, it didn't even recognize the switch, DP none. Don't know what that means. Is it gonna give me the option for the satellite? Oh, this thing still has 118 on it because it's old software. Which, by the way, yeah. Which actually, I thought connecting it to Wi-Fi removes that. I guess not. Does it still have 129? No, 129 is also gone. Well, I mean, I guess it's running software from 2024. Which I tried to update it, but the thing says H373 is the newest version. Somehow. I wonder if it will pick up 118, actually. But I can't because it's a Hopper 3, so it obviously does not work with DP then. It keeps switching transponders though. Alright, let's test the installation one more time. And we'll see if it actually gets signal. So I'm not surprised if it doesn't, because again, people have said that the Hopper 3 does not support Dish Pro or Dish Pro Plus, except for that Winegard Traveler thing. But again, I don't know if that needs a switch or not. That might have been just a firmware update. And if it doesn't, then that'll be the end of the video. So yeah, this was basically just a double checking for me to see if the Hopper 3 does actually not pick up, or I mean not connect to a Dish Pro satellite, or Dish Pro Plus, I don't know. It'd probably be the same thing though. I mean, I guess I could mess around with the solo node. I mean, the hybrids switch, maybe, then it will work. I don't know. I guess it's worth a try. And as you can see, still no difference. Well, I guess let me go mess around a little bit more in the basement and plug the hybrid solo hub into it, but I doubt that's going to fix anything. I actually was planning to make a YouTube short of Rest in Peace Satellite 118.7. Because again, if you never knew, dish has killed off 118.7. My SAT watched 118.7 die because it's literally aimed towards it and has an LMB for it to be picked up because I have the plus 500 plus satellite. Alright, back in the basement. So, let's unplug the Hopper 3 and plug in the solo hub. Wonder if it would, I don't want to short anything out right now, so I'm not going to put it against the metal and have it spark. Alright, so we need the host in here, and then the satellite will go out to there. I don't have any extra wires except this one, but this one does not work because it gave me problems last time, so I guess I would just use one of these from the solo node. Which should be fine because it still plugs into the satellite, so there's no difference. Alright, this gets plugged into ODU. Man, I don't know, these coax cables stink for some reason. Alright, and then the other end gets plugged into host, which is the Hopper 3. So let me get that plugged in. I doubt it's gonna make a difference, but there we go. We now have the Hopper 3 plugged into the hybrid solo hub, and then that's plugged into the satellite dish. And yeah, let's go check the switch install now, but I doubt it's gonna make a difference. If I could remember what they were plugged into, this was originally used with hybrid. Actually, all of them were used with hybrid, but this one specifically was used with, I can't remember if it was Western or Eastern arc. I think it was Western arc. This thing was used into 2023, and then also there's no difference, so yeah, it doesn't work. This was used into 2023, I think. That was used into 2024, and then that was used into 2023 or 2022, I think, and then that was 2023, and then this was 2024. So yeah, but as you can see, no, the Hopper 3 does not work with Dish Pro Plus. I mean Dish Pro equipment. So if anyone's out there wondering if it actually doesn't, there you go, it doesn't. So yeah, well actually I'm on 118. Let me see if there's 110. I doubt it though. It didn't even pick up my switch. Now maybe if I plug it directly into the LNB, it'll work. But I'm not doing all that. I don't have time for that stuff. Plus I need the switch either way. But yeah, even like that, you could see there's no signal. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later. And that'll be it for this video. Now actually, I have made a video on this thing already. There's a bunch of recordings on here. Most of it was prime time anytime, which I've gone ahead and saved all of them, as you could see. So yeah, there's also the YouTube app on here, which actually I could bring up my channel here. And here it is on the Hopper 3. Now let's make the Hopper 3 watch its own satellite. If I could find where it was. Okay, here it was in the videos. Here's the most newest video I got out at the moment. Oh, soundbar's off. So yeah, you're about to hear my own voice and my own, next to my own voice. Might as well just go and take the entire stand down as well. Why does this sound like that? Oh, because I have the soundbar blocked off. Anyways. Oh, I forgot just how heavy this thing is. Let me go ahead and fast forward this real quick. Which that's really corroded by now. There's the phase LNB. I don't know why there's so much cobwebs all over this stuff. But yeah. Yeah, that's that. Another thing is, I specifically bought this thing to bring it into my room and watch YouTube on it. And basically that's the only thing. Maybe DVR content as well. I don't know. But it's mostly going to be used for YouTube until I get an OTA adapter to record OTA and watch OTA, as well as a hybrid LNB from 3.0, so that way I could actually receive the guide and all the bonus view channels and all that stuff. Wonder if there's any 4K bonus view channels, because that's a new thing from Dish where there's now free channels on there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, as well as Dishscapes. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. This is a long video, but yeah, there's anyone's question answered, including mine's. No, the Hopper 3 indeed does not pick up 119 or 110 or any satellite on a Dish Pro system. It might be because of my switch. Maybe if I use the LNBs instead, like straight to the LNBs, it will work. Maybe I'll see if my, if I could use my neighbor's 1000 plus, which was used with the Hopper 2000 I sent to 3.0 long ago. And I'll see if maybe then the Hopper 3 will use the Dish Pro Plus. Otherwise, I'll just test the 1000.2 that I'm still eyeballing to actually receive soon. I don't know when. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. I'll just update you on that, because I'm really curious to know for myself if the Hopper 3 indeed does not pick up Dish Pro or Dish Pro Plus. Only Dish Pro Hybrid. So, yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later. And yeah, I have a lot of video work to do. Also, if you want to look, here, I'll show you around the Hopper 3. So that's what that side looks like. There's the front. This faceplate is actually MagSafe on this model specifically, and that is because the clips for the front door are broken, which I don't care about. And then there's that side. So, how much did I pay for it? Well, I mentioned this in the last video of me unboxing. Well, actually, no, that video is probably not going to end up making it into this series. It'll just be its own standalone video. But you won't be you'll be surprised. I only paid $60 for this thing. $60. Talk about a great deal. That's insane. And the seller sent me an offer for $45 at some point, but I didn't accept it because I already bought this thing, that thing, and that thing, and the Hopper one on the table. But I didn't know that they were not going to come with hard drives. So yeah, I spent an extra $60 and got myself a Hopper 3 for a great deal. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Also, is it restarting? Yeah, it just restarted for some reason. Hold on. Maybe it's updating? I doubt it. Maybe it'll finally update. Hold on. No signal. There we go. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later, and goodbye.